Kyrie Irving opts in, Kevin Durant opts out. And this is one of the most important things about NBA free agency. You see, I'm not really too much of a Kevin Durant fan, but I respect his game. And I really love what's going on in the NBA right now. Because right now, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are doing some chess moves. And right now, the Los Angeles Lakers and the Miami Heat are in the forefront of all of these teams. Now, according to CBS Sports, there's an article titled Kevin Durant Requests Trade from Nets, Team Working on Finding Deal for Superstar per Manager. And in this article it states, Brooklyn Nets star Kevin Durant has requested a trade for the Brooklyn Nets. According to his business manager, Nets general manager Sean Marks is working on a deal with Durant and his manager on finding a trade, per Adrian Wojnarowski. This news comes after there's reported concern about Brooklyn's future with both Durant and Kyrie Irving. Once news circulated that Irving may not want to be in Brooklyn anymore if the team wasn't going to offer him a long-term extension. There were rumblings that Durant would want out as well. However, Irving recently opted in on his player option for next season, suggesting that both he and Durant will remain with the Nets for at least another season. But this latest development shows that Durant wants out of Brooklyn. Now, this is something that I think is terrifying for the NBA because one, Kevin Durant can't be traded to a team and they still have their star players. Also, Kyrie Irving will most likely end up in a Los Angeles Lakers uniform. But here's the gist that I want you guys to catch. I believe that the best fit for Kevin Durant is the Miami Heat. But if he doesn't end up in that uniform, I want him on the Denver Nuggets. I want him, the Joker, and Jamal Murray on the same team. Do they have the right amount of assets? I just don't know. But let's just talk about Kevin Durant for a second. Last season for the Brooklyn Nets, he was the best scorer on the team. Last season, he averaged 29.9 points, 7.4 rebounds, and 6.4 assists per game, while shooting 51.8% from the field and 38.3% from three-point range. Now, they were swept in the first round of the playoffs, but you just have to imagine Jimmy Butler, Kevin Durant, and I really don't care who else is on the team. Of course, I love Bam Adebayo. I know Tyler Herro can be a star in the NBA, but whenever you have a chance at someone like Kevin Durant, I just don't know what other option do you have. Even though we just got this news out, I would imagine that the Miami Heat, the Dallas Mavericks, the Denver Nuggets, and hopefully the Golden State Warriors would try to take Kevin Durant back. Now, whenever it comes down to the Golden State Warriors, they technically don't need Kevin Durant, but would you trade Andrew Wiggins, maybe Jordan Poole, back to get KD? I think that it might be something they would want to look at. Maybe not even both of those players. They would probably give away Andrew Wiggins and Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, 1 or 2 draft picks, and still be able to have Jordan Poole? That would just be overkill. Maybe now it's time for Kevin Durant to cry like Draymond Green did to get back on that team. You just never know. But I know that he would be great with the Heat Nation just off of the fact that Jimmy Butler plays hard on both sides of the basketball. While Kevin Durant isn't scoring baskets, he can at least defer to Jimmy Butler, who can take it to the hole and get a guaranteed three-point play. Also, whenever it comes down to the Miami Heat, if they end up getting Kevin Durant, that might be their way to swindle back PJ Tucker to the Heat Nation. They just have to look into it. They're going to lose Victor Oladipo because he wants more playing time. So maybe you could get some of those guys off of the roster and try to guarantee something. Kyle Lowry, Victor Oladipo, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and Kevin Durant. Is that something that could work? Or would they have to give up too much? But moving on to Kyrie Irving, he opted into his player option. He's on a 1-year deal. So maybe they lose him for nothing? I don't think so. The Brooklyn Nets will have to make a trade and most likely get Russell Westbrook. Even though they might get 1 or 2 more players, some draft compensation, Kyrie Irving, I can see him sitting out the entire year. Whenever he gets traded to a team that he doesn't want to be on, he will have to sit out for the remainder of the season, and that will hurt any team's chances of trading for Kyrie Irving. They're playing chess. It's not that they don't want to play basketball, they just want to get out of that organization. At least they realize that they need to go their separate ways. Kyrie Irving and LeBron James with Anthony Davis would get Kyrie Irving that second ring that he desperately wants. Kevin Durant, he has a little bit less power, but Why would you trade for somebody who isn't happy, that would most likely refuse to play and tank if they get on that roster? So Kevin Durant will most likely also get on the team that he wants and desperately deserves. But you guys tell me what you think in the comment section. Do you think that Kevin Durant should be favored to go to the Miami Heat? What other team do you think that he should go to? Or do you think that Kyrie Irving is almost guaranteed to go to the Los Angeles Lakers? Who has the better chance to get to the team that they want? Now, before I head out, you guys, I do have 2 questions, but first, make sure you follow me on both of my Instagram pages. Once I reach 1,100 followers, I'll be giving away an NBA jersey of your choice, and also follow me on my main ScottyIce channel. Right now, I feel like Woj because I'm trying to constantly put out this content for you guys, so make sure you smash that subscribe button on all of my channels. Now, the questions that I have for today is 1, would you give up Tyler Herro, Bam Adebayo, and maybe even Big Yurt for Kevin Durant? Of course, you would have to give up some draft compensation, but do you think that would be a fair deal? To me, I believe so, but I would go for something better. I would try to at least give up Tyler Herro, Duncan Robinson, and Bam Adebayo, but I would need Kevin Durant and probably Seth Curry, just off of the fact that I would take Joe Harris, but I've seen what Seth Curry was able to do in the NBA playoffs whenever he was with the Dallas Mavericks. He was sensational, and if you put that with Jimmy Butler, Kevin Durant, in an extreme playoff environment, then they will be almost unbeatable, especially with their development staff being able to make most of these unrestricted free agents look like star players. Now, the second question that I have for today is, you guys, is what % chance do you have of Kyrie Irving going to the Los Angeles Lakers this offseason? For me, I think it's 100%, just off of the fact that who else is going to trade for Kyrie Irving? Why would the Brooklyn Nets sit him for the entire year? Also, you have to look at it like this. Whenever it comes down to Russell Westbrook and the Los Angeles Lakers, they can have a great start to the beginning of the regular season. And if that happens, then who would trade for Kyrie Irving? I think nobody. And then the Brooklyn Nets would be stuck without getting any assets in return of losing Kyrie. But you guys tell me what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and as always, this your boy ScottyIce, aka Baby Bron, and you already know, I'm out.